Well, wouldn't you know it? It's a very exciting day because today Disney decided to release the official trailer, the second trailer following the teaser trailer release for the Haunted Mansion movie. Not called the Haunted Mansion, just Haunted Mansion. Okay, I gotta be perfectly clear on that. The ride is the Haunted Mansion. The movie is Haunted Mansion. And I am so excited, everybody. This just dropped today. We're gonna watch the trailer together. We're gonna go over it. We're gonna talk about the details and the secrets, references to the ride that you can find. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, it dropped a week ago. Oh, I was in Orlando the week Disney decided to just drop a bunch of news. The most amount of news. I couldn't cover it? I didn't have my computer with me? Okay, well, I'll just cover it now. It's the following week, and I did not cover the trailer when it released. I apologize, but now we're back. We're here. We're going to talk about this after everybody else already has, because that's what we do. And so now I am going to stop talking. I'm going to stop yammering, talking about the Haunted Mansion, and instead I will play a few seconds, a little bit of the trailer, and then we will talk about it, repeat, until we get to the end. Let's go.
Wait! I should warn you, before you step inside the house, this could change the course of your entire life.
I'm not afraid of a couple ghosts.
So, right off the bat, an introduction to Lakeith Stanfield's character. This is Ben, and Rosario Dawson's character. This is Gabby. Ben is a paranormal-themed tour guide. I'm assuming he gives, spooky ghost tours, that kind of thing. And Rosario Dawson, she is the new owner of the house. And we also see Ben in the attic, which seems very accurate to the ride, even including a Constance Hatchaway wedding portrait. I feel like we're going to see this guy's head disappear at some point, just saying. Okay, so already tone, it's something I'm going to mention once more in this video, maybe a couple more times, is that it starts off very spooky, very creepy. That was very much a horror movie trailer right there. But as we continue, the teaser was definitely sort of spooky, silly, the classic Haunted Mansion. This official trailer feels like it's going for more of an action movie vibe, interestingly, like the music and all of the set pieces that they show. I've watched this before, spoiler alert. It very much seems like they're sort of leaning into the action. And of course, we have the Disney 100 logo, celebrating 100 years of the Haunted Mansion. I can't believe it's been that long. You're 100 years old. I'm gonna use that joke this entire year.
This mansion is unhinged.
These ghosts definitely don't want to leave.
It's exactly like I said. Remember, action movie vibes. We have a beautiful shot of the Disneyland, the exterior of the mansion. They went with the Disneyland one for this because it's set in New Orleans. And then, of course, we have Ben, Lakeith Stanfield, Owen Wilson, Kent in this movie, and Tiffany Haddish, Harriet, talking in the library, the scene taken from the Walt Disney World mansion. You can tell it's the library because of all the books, and the bust. We also see, interestingly enough, the dueling ghosts from the Grand Hall scene in the attraction, this time in the Endless Hallway. Is this going to be a quick gag, or are they going to be actual characters? I guess we'll have to find out. And most importantly in this trailer, for me, while they're having this little conference in the library, Ben is sitting in the Donald Duck chair from the Endless Hallway scene. I love that. I love how it made the cut. That's how you could tell that this movie was made with passion. And that was my main thing, is just hoping that this movie was made by fans who truly appreciate the Haunted Mansion like you and like me. And putting this Rolly Crump designed Museum of the Weird chair in the movie shows that they are fans of not only the attraction, but also what came before the attraction, the history, the details that people who go to the movies, people who don't know the Haunted Mansion aren't going to care about. But people like me definitely are. So many things I'm going to be looking forward to finding in this movie.
Death lurks around every corner.
Okay, lots of stuff in pretty quick succession. We have a more traditional Endless Hallway. We have Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, very excited about that. A very spooky shot of Constance that we did get in the teaser trailer, we've seen it before, and of course the Hatbox Ghost closing off the stretching room, making it have no windows and no doors. But more importantly than Danny DeVito or stretching rooms, we get a better shot of the Rolly Crump chair in the next shot. Just, look at it. Isn't it beautiful?
God, give us a break. There's so many bad people in the world. Haunt them.
Amen.
I do like surprises.
Is anybody else seeing this?
I hope you do too.
Okay, wow. Okay, that was a lot. So this is the first time we hear the Hatbox Ghost voice provided by Jared Leto, he's in the movie, and the Hatbox Ghost is seemingly, as sort of confirmed from the teaser, the mastermind behind all of the antics going on in the mansion. The problem behind the mansion is the Hatbox Ghost. He's terrorizing these people, and maybe even terrorizing some of the ghosts. I like that idea. Making the Hatbox Ghost a villain was a concept from Guillermo del Toro's Haunted Mansion that he was going to do that never ended up happening. So I'm glad that sort of carried over. Jared Leto, though? Don't worry, though. I'm sure we're safe from Jared Leto castings after this movie, especially as Tron fans. I'm sure that won't be an issue that pops up.
We're gonna fight, whether we like it or not.
Or else we're stuck here for eternity.
Now, before this trailer, we did see Madame Leota, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, in the teaser trailer, but only in her human form. Here, we see her in her classic, iconic Leota Toombs crystal ball form. Especially, like, the eye makeup is perfect, especially in this image. It really captures, she looks like she could be in the parks. Okay, Jared Leto, we talked about it. But Jamie Lee Curtis as Madame Leota, she was an iconic, still is an iconic scream queen. She was in Halloween, The Fog, Prom Night, all of these iconic horror movies. Bringing her in as Madame Leota, I think that's a match made in heaven. 10 out of 10, we got Danny DeVito in this. We got Owen Wilson in this. We got Jamie Lee Curtis in this. This is going to be a stacked movie, absolutely stacked cast, absolutely, unless the best thing is if we get the Mummy in here, played by, I don't know, who would play the Mummy? Who's the best person to play the Mummy? Jack Black. Jack Black as the Mummy. If he's in it, that's just an immediate 10 out of 10. Just put Jack Black in everything.
If this comes down to an exorcism, we're in big trouble.
Now, not a ton here, obviously, but I did want to talk about, yes, the stinger text, ride, it's a reference to the attraction, but also Tiffany Haddish's chair that she's moving along in is absolutely a reference to a Doom buggy, right? The shape, the way it moves, it's a Doom buggy. Am I crazy?
This house is dripping with souls, but there's always room for one more.
Again, there's so much being thrown at us really, really quickly. We see the Hatbox Ghost with his head on his shoulders. Obviously, it's not a projection, like they did a projection effect in the movie, if that makes sense. No, it's more of like a zombie-looking head, very spooky, but we also see the hitchhiking ghosts, Phineas, Ezra, and Gus, and they're not evil in the ride. They just sort of trying to hitch a ride. So I'm wondering if, not all the ghosts in this movie are evil. Obviously, the Hatbox Ghost is the villain, or a villain, and Constance, something tells me something's gonna be up with her in the movie, but Phineas, Ezra, and Gus, they're my boys, okay? They're cool, okay? They're cool. We also see, I'm just taking an educated guess here, but it seems pretty clear how Madame Leota is pulled into her crystal ball. You can see his reflection, it's the Hatbox Ghost, of course. And apparently in this one, the stretching portraits come to life, or they escape their portraits, because right there we have Sally Slater's alligator trying to take a chomp out of someone's foot. Now, this sequence has me the most interested out of anything in the trailer, because if you're a Haunted Mansion fan, you know the Haunted Mansion and Mariners, the ocean, pirates, you know about Captain Gore, or in this case, I think, which is more likely, Captain Culpepper Klein. Now, Captain Gore, for those of you who don't know, was in the original story concept, or one of the original story concepts for the Haunted Mansion, was a pirate captain, the owner of the mansion, who killed his wife and eventually became a ghost himself, the first original ghost host for the mansion. He's a contender for the harpoon thrower in this scene, but what I think is more likely is Captain Culpepper Klein. His tomb is found in the extended interactive queue for the Walt Disney World Mansion, and his portrait, which does not change, is also found in the loading area for the Orlando Mansion. And if you look real closely, you can see he's holding a harpoon, very similar to the one that was thrown at poor Ben. And I guess he's angry not only at Ben, but the entire city of New Orleans for some reason, because, well, watch, you'll see. Okay, I think we're gonna go through that again just very, very slowly. So here we have Ben and apparently some of the rest of the city of New Orleans being washed away by Culpeper Klein. And in a second here, we will see, again, Constance right there. And a standoff in the graveyard between somebody and the Hatbox Ghost. I'm not sure who this is. I mean, it could be Ben. It very well may be Ben because we have seen him in the graveyard before in the previous trailer and obviously in this trailer. But I don't know. It looks like Elvis Presley to me. I couldn't tell you. Maybe Elvis faces off against the Hatbox Ghost at the end of this movie for the fate of the mansion. It could happen. I'm probably just being dumb. Who is this? Someone tell me in the comments. Seriously, I cannot, I don't know. More shots of ghosts in the graveyard. It seems to be the end of the movie or the climax takes place in the graveyard, similar to the ride, may I mention. Gabby ringing a bell for the wizards and witches, wherever they dwell. Confirmation that the living suit of armor is in this movie. I love what they're doing with the corridor of doors. And then of course the car chase scene where we do see the living evil sort of creepy faced trees from the descent into the graveyard from the attraction. That's just so many details. It's 10 minutes long. And then of course to wrap up the trailer we have the classic stinger. And if you keep an ear out, if you listen, you may be able to hear a familiar tune.
My friend was mugged.
He was tall. He had hair that was sticking out of a top hat.
Top hat.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Nice.
a top hat.
You would pull a rabbit out of it, probably.
Eyes.
They were a bit sunken.
Deep sunken eye.
Like a raccoon.
Beady
They
eyes.
set back. And he was smiling like like that.
This kind of thing.
Exactly.
Is this the man who mugged you?
Wow. You just did that just now?
Hasan Minhaj as one of the best Hatbox Ghost artists I've seen since the inception of the ride, since the old concept art from the song and story of the Haunted Mansion. This guy right here. That's a good Hatbox Ghost. But, you know, so is this. Good work. And then, of course, you can't have the Haunted Mansion without Grim Grinning Ghosts. It's the iconic song. It's one of the Disney parks' most iconic song. You have to have it in the movie, and it's in the trailer. It's gonna be in the movie. They put the Rolly Crump chair in the trailer, okay? Grim Grinning Ghosts is gonna be in the movie. I'm gonna be looking for Pickwick. I'm gonna be looking for Cleopatra and Mark Antony up there on the chandelier. I'm gonna be looking for absolutely every ghost, and most importantly, we're coming back. If the mummy's not in the movie, we're gonna have a problem. Overall, solid second trailer. Like I said, a bit of a departure from the horror vibes of the first one. Definitely more action-y, but I don't know. I have high hopes for this movie. The more I see of it, the more I'm excited. But we still do have some questions left over, right? Dan Levy's character, which actually thinking about it now, may have been that character facing off against the Hatbox Ghost. I don't know. And Winona Ryder, who I am 99 to 100% sure, I'm banking on the fact that she is going to be Constance while Constance is alive. Well, either when she's nice at the end, or when she's going to turn nice at the end, or when she's alive before she dies. One of those two, but I'm 99% sure Winona Ryder is going to be Constance. I'm a Haunted Mansion apologist. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video are as well. I'm really excited for the movie. I hope you are too. I will see you in the theater on, when does this thing come out? July 28th, and I hope you enjoyed this video talking about all of the details. It's like, what, a 5-minute long trailer? We're going on now for about 13 minutes. So hey, that's a spooky number. Right? And of course, rest assured, if they release more Haunted Mansion trailers, they probably will. I will be there to cover every single second of them in excruciating detail. So I hope to see you back for more videos like that. And now I'm gonna throw it over to the end card where we end the video, which is why it's called the end card. Yeah, that works. Thank you everybody for watching this video talking about the second, or I guess first Haunted Mansion trailer. The first trailer, in quotes, was a teaser. The lovely names that you see scrolling past on the left-hand side of your screen as we speak right now are the names of all of my lovely Patreon supporters over from patreon.com/offhanddisney. If you want to join their ranks and get early access to videos, they got early access to this entire video completely, fully earlier this week as of you watching this. If you're not a patron, if you are, thank you. They help keep this channel running. They help keep it alive. They help keep this thing chugging along like the Disneyland Railroad on the track. So again, a massive thank you to all of the supporters over at Patreon. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you again. How many is that? Like 4, 5? Yeah, whatever. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I am at Offhand Disney on all 3 of those social media sites. You can follow me over there for tweets or for TikToks. Okay, listen, my TikToks are good. Okay, other people's TikToks might not be, but mine are good. Trust me on that. And if you don't believe me, go check it out. It's not just like re-uploads of some popular video clips. It's actually like full exclusive TikTok video content over there. And last but certainly not least, very important for us YouTube people to do this, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. You want more videos like this talking about the Haunted Mansion, the trailer, and some little bits of history sprinkled in there. And subscribe if you're new around here and are ready for some more amazing offhand Disney content. Believe me, it's amazing. I am off. We got some in-park videos for the next couple weeks, and then I will be back with another maybe history video the week after that. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the parks in the next video. I believe we're either going to do Tron or Living with the Land. One of the two. It's gonna be fun. Goodbye.